Let me update you guys on what's been going on for basically the last year while I haven't shot one video. All right, so first things first, the new entrance. I don't believe I've talked about this at all in the previous videos, so kind of new to you, new to me. We basically took stuff that was on the property left by the previous owner and just reused it. Me and my buddy Steve, who was here for a little while, got to help me out. So we created an offset about 60 feet. So as an RV pulls in, even if the gate is shut, they can stop, get off the road. And then this is a straight shot to where we're going to be building the shop. And it's kind of our main entrance now. We actually have a couple other entrances we're going to build later on, but this is the main one. And just recently I put on this Mighty Mule, Stubborn Mule gate opener. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass, a little bit above my pay grade, but I was able to figure it out. Where now we don't have to actually get out of the truck every time we open and close it. We can close it at night, which is really nice. And then if we're ever off the property, we can close it, lock it, and keeps everyone out, which is really cool. Because believe it or not, we've actually had some trespassers. We've had some people just, for whatever reason, there's plenty of signage. They like to drive up and just like hang out for a little while. And that's a weird thing. We are in here in a little bit of winter. We got a little light dusting. I wanted to come out earlier. The encouragement was actually to come out earlier when there's a lot more snow, but it was just too cold. And I'm still a California kid, even though I have property here in Oklahoma now. All right, so that's one of the newest things that we did is we put this all in, put an automatic gate on it. It's been working out great. Let me take you to the next thing we've been working on. So one of the things that's hard to like get into the details with is that we've also moved a lot of rocks, cleared out a lot of wood, just made it where it's actually manageable. It's kind of cool. A lot of work that doesn't really show up great on like video or film or anything like that. So let's go over the pond. All right, so this is one of 3 RV pads that we have built so far. We haven't actually had any guests stay at this one yet so far, which is fine. But one of the things that we've done, I don't have a lot of before footage, is we cleared out all these trees. Actually, Nikki's mom and dad did, which was really nice. They did it. You know, thinned out the bad trees, got rid of the dead, cleared it all out. Don't worry, we're not killing all those trees that are orange flagged. We're just trying to figure something out. But it's got 50 amp service and water. I haven't broken the wood chipper yet, just taking the trees down, but this area is so much better. I'm going to look for before photos or videos so you guys can see it. But just being able to see through now, and the clarity to know that I can get in there and mow it if I need to, it's awesome. We're stoked. And we had a huge burn pile over here. There was a massive amount of just dead trees and wood that was everywhere that we were able to put into this pile, set it on fire, get it all out of here. Ashes, it's still got tons of burn piles all over this place that I have to do. But we'll get there little by little. So let me take you to the next thing you probably haven't seen, and I'll show you guys that. All right, quick drive from this RV pad to the other RV. It's really pretty muddy and sloppy today, so I gotta go slow. All right, so this is the main pad that our RV is at right now, which at some point will end up being like I don't know if I want to call it a tiny home. It'll be a smaller than average home, but probably not tiny home size. And then what's great is we actually built kind of in front of it, there's water and sewer, and then you can see the main box there. The main box over there is where someone else can connect to 50 amps. So we have our own box, which will end up being the house power. Then we have this borrow one, basically, that if someone wanted to park an RV in front of the house when it's there, someone will be able to stay up here too, which is really nice. Plus, let me show you a couple other things. All right, so we also made this seating area. And again, we went with these 4x4 posts. I believe they're 12 feet in the air. They're like 16 feet wide. Gives really two great little seating areas, especially when the sun really starts to come out. We have a shade that goes over. This is really a temporary situation. I think when we build the house here, there will be more of a permanent kind of outdoor structure. But what a great view, just hanging out, looking at the pond. We can have a fire if we want to, and the solo stove. We've got plenty of cushion seats. They're all kind of protected right now because of the elements. And then at some point, this will all be grass, where there were rocks and big, down trees. It'll all be grass. We'll just be looking out at the pond. There'll be a house here, and then if you're here with your RV, there'll be an RV here. Fun fact, which we'll probably try to do, again, this is a lot of projecting, and I don't know exactly, but we might be able to rent this house out to someone that, let's say you're in an RV full time, but you also want to be able to hang out with the family. You fly the family in here to basically outside of Tulsa. They will stay in the tiny home. Your RV's right here. You stay in your RV. It's kind of a cool little setup to be able to get off the road for a little while. All right, so that's the second RV pad. Let me take you to the shop pad and kind of where we are there, and I'll show you a fun little thing we did on the way there, though. So let's go do that. Here's one of the great examples of why we need the shop to get built. It's just a lot of our gear and our equipment's just out in the element. I've tried my best. I put these extra 6x6 posts we had. We had an extra screen that was used during the summer to kind of help keep the rig cool. Set it up here to kind of keep this stuff out of the elements. It's sort of working, but the shop's going to take care of all that. But this is another area that was just covered with rocks and down trees like you see over there. And we just cleared it all out. Went ahead and dug in the wood, put it here, and at some point, we'll actually put like an actual, I'd say garden shed, like with the massive amount of equipment that's going to require to keep this property up, the upkeep on it, and just have that here at some point. Right now, everything will just be in the mega shop that we're building that I'm going to take you to right now, but it'd be nice to have this centrally located too, where we just have the zero turns and things of that nature. Here's a new road I created. I'm definitely glad I wore my mud boots, so we'll see if I don't fall on my ass trying to do this. All right, so this is where the mega shop is going to go. And originally, even like 10 months ago, they brought in all this fill dirt. This land is really going, this is east to west. It falls to the east, probably 5 feet every 100 feet. So from here to there is like almost a 15 feet fall. And what I was noticing afterwards, after we put all the dirt in, is that the amount of dirt I would need to bring to level that off to be able to get into the shop, which is a 60 by 80 with a 40 by 35 office space. So there's a 60 by 80 shop, and then Nikki has a 40 by 35 office space for her business. And not to say that her business can't be in the shop, but that's just kind of the defining square footage of it. So originally, you can kind of see the difference in the gray as opposed to the dirt. That gray is where the building was going to be. Now the building's going to go almost out to where you see kind of that dirt pile back. So the actual drop off towards the back is not going to be as severe. It's going to be up a little bit more on level land. And this is the big part of investing into a skid steer and a mini excavator. Everything you see here, I've pretty much done and still learning how to do it and get it graded and get it all perfect. But if all things go as planned, they should be dropping off materials next week, which I'm excited about. That's really all I have for the update today. I need to get back into documenting the process. I'm so bummed that we've done so much. Might not look like it, but trust me, there's a lot of hours involved in getting where we are today. And I just haven't been filming it. So I need to get back doing that because I want to look back at this too. Like I've already said probably a couple times in this video, I wish I had more before footage that I could put in. So hopefully I can find it and I'll slide that footage in. Until the next video, which I hope is really soon. I'll see you guys soon.